We're City Year leaders. Our team is made up of professionals from a diverse background such as social impact, law, nonprofit, and financial services. This wide range of experiences enabled our group to support City Year by capitalizing on everyone's strengths, providing a range of feedback and ideas, and giving each other room to grow and learn from outside of what we do on a day-to-day basis. City Year is a national service program that recruits young adults ages 18 to 25 to serve for 12 months of full-time community service in local public schools. Their goal is to empower young adults to become mentors and leaders through serving at their local schools, in their communities, and prepare them to be successful in the workforce after their service to City Year. Their mission is to advance democracy through active community service, civic engagement, and social entrepreneurship. City Year Denver's proposal to impact Denver was focused heavily on developing recruitment initiatives with alumni outreach to ultimately activate City Year Denver's alumni as recruiters. They are looking to increase their enrollment numbers in order to serve more students. They also hope to increase the diversity of their members to better represent the students they serve. They asked us to conduct empathy interviews with alumni, create differentiated marketing material based on the results of the interviews, and research similar organizations to identify best practices and recruitment efforts they could also adopt. After meeting with City Year Denver and fully understanding in detail the proposal and what a successful project looked like to them, we got together as a team to create a timeline and each took on various parts of the project. We had to pivot our strategy and our timeline because unfortunately, we ran into a big hurdle quite early on. Instead of receiving contacts to interview, we were given a spreadsheet of past alumni who may or may not be interested in getting involved. We decided to create a brief 5-question survey and send out to all their alumni to gauge their interest in participating in the empathy interviews. After receiving responses from the survey, we scheduled times to interview 5 alumni. We asked questions such as, what made you apply to the City Year program? How would you describe the impact your City Year experience had on the career you're currently in? What would you say to a young person in your life who is interested in following in your footsteps at City Year? Here are some takeaways we received from the interviews.
You're doing something important, like you're helping kids get on grade level. You are, an emotional support in the building for kids and sometimes for staff as well, because you are in a classroom, you're with a partner teacher. So like any frustrations they might have, they might share with you and you guys can collaborate on ways to make things better.
Year kind of set me up for the next step. I think for a lot of young people, it either pushes them to continue with education or it shows them like, I want to take a different route.
Being able to support them in the classroom, that was a personal experience for me because I had issues in school myself. Like I always felt like, yes, I loved school, but it was always so hard. And I was like, it's not like I'm not trying my best. Things are just not clicking. And what made me really excited was just a small group. Like being able to provide personalized intervention to a student who needed that extra one-on-one.
Coming out of college, you're used to only hanging out with people that you self-selected to hang out with. But now here's this opportunity where you're hanging out with 18 to 23-year-olds every day, working with them. And it really helped me learn to work with and really even become friends with a more diverse pool of people, which in the end is beneficial.
I think working with people that were like-minded and shared similar values to be able to put each other in positions to excel, and then also be able to help the core members, build and figure out where they want to go next, and being able to just be in this educational network, I think was really, really, really powerful.
I love the experience being able to be in the classroom. The teachers that I got to work with were so amazing with our partnerships, really allowing us to lean in and really trying to figure out like what skill sets can we build here. So it felt like an actual collaboration.
I mean, I've grown a lot in my outlook. But that was the very first door that was pushed open for me in that space, in the education space. And like I mentioned earlier, I have been involved in education for over a decade now.
Career-wise, I would not probably be doing what I'm doing right now if it wasn't for my experience in City Year. It was what really it showed me that I didn't really want to teach, but that I really wanted to work in schools. I really liked working with kids. So it definitely really influenced my career path.
A lot of different aspects to it that I think greatly benefit people who are looking to work in education. I mean, and I would argue some of my friends who don't work in education that did my service year the same time as me, have definitely been able to find jobs pretty quickly after doing their service year. Because again, it's like just doing something that's bigger than yourself and contributing to like the greater good.
And that's what I loved about the experience that I had. Like my cohort was diverse, and I love that because the schools that we were working in are very diverse.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think that diversity needs to be consistent because then students can see it. They see us within themselves. We see ourselves within them. It makes it feel more familial. You know, like, oh, this is like we're like your older cousin. Like that's family. Just trying to teach you the ways and try to get you back on track. You know, and when you're having those rough days, we can have these real authentic conversations.
That year really changed the trajectory of my life. Maybe that's a little bit too heavy, but definitely my career. I grew up in a pretty privileged white suburban background, and really didn't understand the privilege I had until I went into City Year and realized that there were great disparities, socioeconomic, racial disparities within this country that I didn't know existed on the scale to which they do.
The social media strategy was grounded in City Year Denver's mission of equity and education. It aims to highlight its member schools and student success coaches. Our team started by conducting an internal social media audit and a platform analysis of peer organizations such as Teach for America and Salvation Army. Understanding these two key indicators helped us formulate a strategy that would help City Year Denver achieve its goals. Our strategy recommendations include branded content pillars that outline a framework of social media posts that align with City Year Denver's mission. In an effort to help with one of the key requests in the proposal, recruitment, we also created a dedicated page of content ideas centered around attracting and retaining more student success coaches. Lastly, we wanted to give City Year Denver a key tool to implementing an effective social media strategy, a calendar. A calendar is aimed to help outline a day-by-day rhythm for posting different categories of content that are all aligned under the umbrella of the core mission. We also provided a monthly social report example so they can track progress towards goals like account growth and engagement. We've outlined overarching goals for our recommended alumni engagement plan. Our recommendations for a revamped City Year Denver alumni engagement strategy included developing a robust alumni database. This includes asking alumni for information and conducting an annual web search and review of alumni, both alums of City Year Denver and all program alums living in Denver. Next up, we believe that maintaining a strong LinkedIn/social media presence is key to engaging alumni. Use these platforms to introduce regular alumni-featured content that can be shared/used across platforms. Next on our list of recommended strategies is to create ongoing mentorship and networking opportunities. Feedback from our research indicated strong interest in mentorship opportunities. We've provided a list of potential opportunities for alumni engagement that City Year Denver can choose which ones to invest in. And finally, once City Year has activated on the first three strategies and secured alumni buy-in, we believe that there is an opportunity over time to create an alumni board. This would encourage alumni to take deeper ownership on building and engaging the community. It's important to note that executing this alumni engagement plan will require significant investment. While it is possible this alumni program could be managed in part by an active alumni network, City Year should expect to support these initiatives with staff time for at least 2 years while initial processes are established and connections with new alumni built. We were thrilled to work with City Year Denver and support their important mission, which helps youth in Denver. Although our project was not without its challenges, we are proud of the work we performed and believe it will help guide City Year to utilizing their alumni and increase members.